On Sunday, May 21st, 2000, a shining star was born at 2:57 p.m., and that was Amia. So when I first brought Amia home, everything was all set up and ready to go. The nursery was all set and ready. The theme was Tweety Bird because that was like the Looney Tunes was like a big thing back in that time, back in those days. And then my nickname is Tweeta, and I love Tweety Bird, and so I decided to decorate her room out with a Tweety Bird theme. But Amia was blessed and fortunate to have every single thing that she needed, with, of course, with the help of God and with the help of my family and some friends. Amia was the first granddaughter on both sides of the family, on my side and on her dad's side. So it was extremely exciting to have her join the family, and everyone was just so proud and that she come into our lives, and she brought so much joy to all of our lives. Amia, she was a really, really good baby. I was very fortunate. She wasn't a crybaby at all. She actually started sleeping through the night at about 3 months old. At 8 months old is when she first started crawling. And then at 10 months old is when she took her first steps. So she was very smart and very sweet. And like I said, she was a very, very good baby. I was so blessed and fortunate to have her in my life. One thing that I remember when Amia first came home, and I had a little bassinet that I had set up and ready to go, and I would just lay her in that bassinet and then hold her for a majority of the time. But even though I held her a lot, she wasn't a spoiled child. She wasn't a crybaby at all. One thing she did do though was whine a lot. And so I had to get the pacifier from the hospital, and it was a special kind of pacifier that only the hospital at that time had. And so that's the only type of pacifier that Maya would take. And whenever she would lose it or we drop it like in the street or on the floor somewhere, and I wasn't able to clean it, I would have to go back to the hospital, and I can count, I can't even count how many times I had to go back to the hospital and get her another pacifier. And now today, is fast forward 21 years later, now they sell those pacifiers in stores. So I'm assuming that I wasn't the only parent that had to do that. But Amia hung on to that pacifier till she was about 2 years old. So on Amaya's first birthday, she had a pool party in the backyard, and I set up the whole backyard with this little blow-up swimming pool for little toddlers. And it was so neat because it had little palm trees, little blow-up palm trees, and a big swimming pool, and it was so fun and so cute, and Amia really enjoyed that. I invited all of her cousins and some family friends over with their children, and they just really had a blast. On Amaya's 16th birthday, I set it up at this place called Jillian's back at the time, or maybe it wasn't Jillian's then. It was transferred over to Dave & Buster's, located in Houston. And I reserved a big party room, and we threw this big 16th party bash. And it's also when Amia got her first car, which was a Mercedes. So again, Amia is very, very blessed and has been very fortunate over the years growing up. But she really had a blast with her Sweet 16, and we celebrated and partied the night away. I remember when Amia first got her braces off and how she was so excited and so happy about getting her braces off. And this was right around the time when she was allowed to start experimenting with makeup, because I told her that I didn't want her to start doing that until she was around 16 years old. And so all of these things, braces coming off, the introduction to makeup, all started happening all at once, and she was just super elated and excited about all of these things. Amia, when she was younger, some funny things about her is she connected to old school songs and old school music. So when we put on Magic 102, those were Maya's songs. She would connect with music from the 70s, and she still does. But I just thought that was really something to watch her dance and really enjoy music from an entirely different time era in which she came into and grew up in. And so that's a fun fact about Amia. Throughout Maya's teenage years, like I said before, even as a young child, Amia has always been a very outgoing personality, and she knows what she wants, and she sets goals, and she goes after those goals, and she's not afraid to go after what she wants. And that is something that I highly admire when it comes to Amia. And also, she just loves people, like I said before, and she loves to make people feel good and to feel great about themselves. And so she started getting in, and when she was about 16 years old, she started getting into makeup and fashion designs, and that not only did she practice and teach herself how to become a spectacular makeup artist, she started venturing out and helping others apply their makeup. And like I said, that's just a part of her wanting people to enhance themselves and feel good about themselves. And she's always been that good listener and that shoulder to cry on for her family and her friends. And most importantly, she loves to make you laugh. Amia can go into a children's room and make the classroom full of children laugh, and then she can go all the way up to adults and elderly in an elderly group and make them laugh. So she connects with a diverse group of people, different age groups, it doesn't matter. She knows how to connect with those people and to make them feel good and to bring the laughter and joy into their lives. I knew that as the years continued and as Amia started to grow older, her personality really stood out. And one character trait that Amia possesses is that she is a very kind and giving and thoughtful person. She loves love, and she loves people, and she's a people person and very outgoing. She loves to make you laugh, very, very humorous, and she loves to get the party started and be the life of the party. And so she has a very outstanding, outgoing, and amazing personality. So for Amaya's 21st birthday, I couldn't think of anything that was outside of like the club scene, especially during this time in which we're coming out of a pandemic, slowly coming out of a pandemic. And so one thing that came to mind, I knew that I wanted to think of something to make it special and to make it something that was unforgettable. And that's when I came up with the idea of 21 birthday presents. One in which she received a new car, a Lexus this time. And then she got a limo ride. She was able to do a massage and mani-pedi and go shopping at the Galleria. And again, the limo ride was with family. We wanted this to be a family event, and just again something that was unforgettable, and hopefully this will be something that she never ever forgets and cherishes for the rest of her life. So with that being said, I just want to say, Amia, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you, You've been the best daughter that anyone could possibly have. You're amazing, you're beautiful, you're outstanding, you're intelligent, and I love you so much, and happy 21st birthday.